And welcome back, everybody, live from St. Louis. That would be in Missouri. Uh, so, yes, as I think everything is cooking with gas. Yes, it is. Okay. So, that's on there. Maybe it's not to you guys. Okay. So, I took my grandson for a road trip, and it looks like I'm clipping just a little bit. So, we'll turn that down just a little bit. Um, and we went to St. Louis, and this seems to be working great, except um, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So everything was great, and then we went out to get dinner and got caught in the rain. So sorry about the hair, but this is rain hair. Okay. We've been at the zoo all day, and I mean all day. Like, we got there about 10 and left at 4. They close at 4. So we had to hook it out of there. Hey, Lewis, look. Hey, everyone. I got everything to work. I got the background. I got the corners, right, where they're like rounded. I got the chat where it's on top. And I did install Crisp, so you should not be able to hear little man's game in the background, hopefully. But I did put some music on. If it's too loud, let me know, because it sounds kind of loud to me. It's a little bit distracting. So I don't know if it's too loud on the chat or on the live or not. But anyway, so the first hotel we stayed in Wednesday night, fantastic hotel. Cannot recommend it enough. It's it was a Best Western Plus. Huge room, beautiful room. It was great. Then we got to St. Louis, and we're staying in a La Quinta, and no internet. Like, it's like 1.2 megabytes or something, which is not enough to stream off of. So I am doing this off my phone, and I feel very proud of myself that I set all this up, because this is way past my comfort zone, right? But it appears to be working, and so we're gonna go from there. So it's a very, very, very simplified setup. Okay. At home, I did some testing, and I tested with a camera and with the camera out of the MacBook, and the camera out of the MacBook looked just as good. So I didn't even bring a camera to live stream with. This is just the camera out of the computer. I did bring a couple of fill lights, but with the camera in the computer, it just, every time I adjust the fill lights, the camera adjusts, and it looks exactly the same. So I don't even think I needed them. I did bring an external mic, because the mic in the computer really sounds bad. So I did bring one of those. I do have an OWC travel hub, which is powering the mic and the mouse, because I do have an external mouse. I did forget a mouse pad, so I'm using a washcloth with a Kleenex over it. That's my mouse pad. So, it's just improvising. Lewis, you're the master at that, so is it David? No. Jerry? Maybe it's Jerry. Let me know what your first name is, please. Hello. Hello back. I'm really bad at names, guys. Sorry. I've actually met Lewis in person, so I can kind of, his name sticks. But yeah, I'm really bad at names. And you guys come up with really cute screen names. So I love them, but I hate to call you 365, right? Days of... Oh, it's David. It's David. Okay, so on my end, I've made the chat really big so I can read this, because I can't see up close very well. And at home, I have these really big monitors And so the chat is like really big anyway. This is a 13.3 screen. So the chat is itty bitty tiny tiny. So if I have to grab my granny glasses, I will. But it's all good. I don't even know where the stars are. Yeah. So it's just going to be one of those nights. And that's cool. David. Yes. Ooh, got it right. Okay. Cool. And Lewis says, I like the improv mouse pad. So the mouse pad on the MacBook Airs really bothers me because all of my laptops in the past, and I had laptops for years and years until I went to all that big computer setup I have now. But you just like move your finger over it and tap, right? Just like a tap. Well, this one you actually have to push down. Like it's like you would push a button. Really bothers me. So, and this is the same model of mouse that I have on my Mac at home. So it just feels real natural. And I love these for traveling because the little piece the little Bluetooth, not Bluetooth, USB, the little USB part that goes into the hub, or dongle or whatever you want to call that piece, actually fits inside the mouse. So when you're traveling, you don't ever lose it because it's inside. It's just perfect. I just like it. It's a Logitech M650, and it makes silent clicks. So the microphone doesn't pick it up, which is really quite nice for me. And there's Randy. Hi, Sly. Hey, Randy. We didn't come to Texas. We went north to Missouri, or northeast, I guess. Have not seen the arch yet, which I thought the arch was so big you could see it pretty much from anywhere, but I've not seen it yet, and we've been here 2 days. So we're heading back home tomorrow, and it's going to be kind of a long drive tomorrow, but it took us 2 days to get here. So I had to go from Muskogee to Oklahoma City, which is west, and then I had to go from Oklahoma City to Mount Vernon, Missouri, which is east. So driving for me, it was about an 8-hour day. On Wednesday, that I was ready to be at the hotel, and it was a gorgeous, gorgeous hotel. This one, not so impressed with. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Yeah, not really. But when I went to Florida, the La Quintas were pretty nice, so I didn't know any different. But yeah, this one has no carpeting. The floors are that vinyl wood looking stuff, and so the acoustics was it's like there's nothing to, lots of echoey. So but I think in my testing anyway, the microphone sounded okay. It was acceptable. The internal built-in mic of the computer was not. It was horrible. So, but that was really, I don't even think I need the lights. So really a microphone and a mouse, and I think you're probably good to go, but, so it's been a really fun trip. He and I like to take our time when we travel and like to kind of see the sights, so to speak. And when I travel with other people, sometimes I feel rushed. And there was no rushing going on. So, and we're going to go back the same way. There's an outlet mall I think we're going to stop at that's about midway. And that'll kind of give us a chance to get out and stretch our legs. And I don't think we have to be back in Broken Arrow until 9:30, 10 o'clock. And we're going to leave here about 11. So that'll give us plenty of time to just kind of take our time, see the sights, stop and eat if we get hungry, that sort of thing. Randy says, Sly, I like this setup. Yeah, super, super simple. Were it not for the fact that it's extremely hard for me to read, like I can't even see the comments on the side at all, because I've made them like big on the screen, so I can read those. But the ones on the side, this whole screen is so tiny that those comments are like little bitty. Yeah. So Not good for someone that is completely almost blind. I can see like really far away, not really far, but I can see a good distance away. I just can't see anything up close. So, but for traveling, man, this is streamlined. This is the way to go, right? Randy says everything looks and sounds great. Yeah, this is just the built-in camera. And I think it's doing phenomenal. It actually, I put up, I'm trying to remember, the G7X, because I took it with me. And I ended up not using it for anything. But I have it. But I didn't have anything set, right? And so when I just turned it on compared to the computer, the camera made me look like a dead person. I mean, it was just very completely just like pasty white. It was, and the lighting in the background was very cool. And so it just did not look very good at all. And in comparison, okay, I think someone would like to say hello. He's, okay, see, I told you not to do this one. Hey, here, say hi to everybody. Come here.
No!
Okay. He has a tendency of knocking everything off the table. Which, that's okay. He's 4. So, but it has been a joy to get to spend this much time with him. Don't know where we're going to go next. He really enjoyed, I took him swimming last night, and he really enjoyed that. There was another kid there, a girl that was probably, I don't know, 10 years old or something. She had no interest in playing with him at all. And so maybe someplace that there's more kids. There's not a whole lot of kids in this hotel. So, but I don't know, when you're booking a hotel, you don't know the city. And so you're just kind of, it's on the way to the zoo. The zoo had a dinosaur, the draw for the zoo was it had a dinosaur exhibit that they were tearing down November 5th. Well, they've already started, kind of. There was one dinosaur that had the head and the tail, and the skin for the body was gone. So it was just this mechanical part, because they're animatronics. Which was a little bit disconcerting, because as you walk in, the first dinosaur you see, his eyes follow you. Little disconcerting, but he had a blast. So we got to ride the train and see the dinosaurs and do all the things that 4-year-olds like to do, and so. And he actually, I'm surprised he's still awake, because he got maybe a 10-minute nap. When we left the zoo, he just conked right out, and we were only about 10 minutes from the hotel. And when I got him out of the truck, he woke up, and he's been up ever since. So he should sleep pretty good tonight, because I've gotten him up early the last couple of mornings. So I'll probably sleep kind of good myself, because I'm not really a morning person. But it's just worked out that we've had to be out of the hotel and on the road and what have you. And this morning we were supposed to be at the zoo at 9, and we didn't get there till 10. So, but I got a new Wandered bag. Can't wait to show that to everybody. And trying to think what else. That's just this week has really been about planning this trip and making this happen, and so it was good. It was good. And Peter finally strolled in here. Hi, y'all. Did you get something to eat? Make your little break there? Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. Not really doing a whole lot. I get my new Osmo 4. See, I get back on Saturday, and I get my Osmo 4 on Sunday. Because I won't be home. You have to sign for it. I won't be home on Saturday. So really, really looking forward to that. I really want to I can't wait to do the test to see, because I took the Osmo with me today, and I just really can't wait to see how the new one does in comparison. I'm really, fingers crossed, I'm really hoping that it's the bigger sensor and everything, that it performs better. We'll see. You know, I'm kind of picky about my Osmos. Wow, does this look and sound great? Yeah, so Peter, I was just telling him, this is like the most minimal setup you can get. Okay, let me show you, because this is kind of blew my mind. Okay, so if I turn off the lights, the camera auto adjusts. Now I think this is a little cooler looking. I think it's a little warmer with the lights on, but I wouldn't have to have them. I mean, that is not a bad look. I just think that's a little warmer look. So, but it's, the other way is perfectly acceptable. So if you didn't want to carry, and these lights they're little. They're on little stands. They just pack right in my camera bag. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room. In fact, I think the lights I had in a tech bag, and then the stands that they go on are in the camera bag. So I am going to turn that down just a little bit because that is bothering me. Maybe you can't hear that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is like this little bag right here holds everything. And then I have a tech bag for the lights, and that's in the computer. That's pretty much all I've got. So it works really well. And I was telling him, Peter, this hotel doesn't have enough Wi-Fi to support a live stream. So I'm hotspotting it off my phone. And my son came up with that. So I feel very proud of myself. Give myself a little pat on the back. Because this is like way above my comfort zone. You know, I like to turn the computer on and it work. You just turn all the cameras on, turn all the lights on. You know, compared to my setup at home, this is nothing. So it's doing phenomenal. Let's see. And he would have to write like 9 pages, so it shrinks it down. Peter, you should have made that 2, so it would be bigger, because I'm having an issue with reading that little fine print. Here is some mighty interesting news. When I finished my stream tonight and logged off, there was a notice that came to the center of my stream that said my April 15th live show broke the terms of service, and April 15th live show. Okay. Well, continue on. I did have to turn you off though because of your language earlier. Sorry. I know, everybody's grown-ups except for I've got a 4-year-old that was listening. So you were using some bad words and I had to turn you off. Sorry. But yeah, it's this is definitely what you call a pack and play. And the new Wander bag I got is the Wander Duo. And so we're going to be trying it out this coming week and seeing how it does. Probably won't do a review on it for a while. See how I like it. It's actually smaller. Well, it's not smaller. Let me rephrase that. So it opens completely different than any camera bag I've ever had. It's kind of like the, is it the Peak Design or the PGY Tech that opens on the sides and both sides open? Well, it opens like that, but then the front folds down and you have like this little office space. And it'll hold laptop and, you know, all that stuff. So it's a little bit different, and it rides 100% different on me than the Provoke. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. All right. So we're going to start from the beginning. Here is some mighty interesting news. When I finished my stream tonight and logged off, there was a notice that came to the center of my stream that said my April the 15th live show broke the terms of service and YouTube is reevaluating my ability to live stream. Like wow. Wow. That's interesting. Kind of makes you want to go back and see what was it April 15th? April 15th. Wow. That's what they did with that. This is even longer though, but that's what they did with the dinosaur video. It took them 3 months to send me a notice, and in the meantime, they had shadow banned me. So I don't know. Maybe it just takes them that long to maybe some people are actually sitting watching all these videos, which I can't imagine they would have the manpower to do that, but perhaps they do. I don't know. I just figured it was a what is that, AI thing that sorts through all the thousands of videos. They're deciding if I can live stream. Yeah, that's and you've been doing this for how long, right? I could see him like maybe taking one show down, but you've been doing this for so long. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to write back and argue that point. You know, when they took my video, they didn't take it down. Okay, so here's what they did. If you could put in the exact title and search for it. You could put in my name in the exact title and search for it, and you're not going to find it. The only way to find the video is to go to my page, go to videos, and then scroll all the way down through all the videos, and it's there, but you cannot search for it. It's not on the recommended list. Nothing. I mean, it's just, as far as the general public's concerned, that video does not exist. Now, if somebody is, so if somebody's looking for a dinosaur video, they're not going to find mine. If they go to my page and look through my videos, yeah, it's there, but who does that, right? So, yeah, and I understand where they were coming from, because it did have a lot of my grandson in it, and I did not put made for kids. So that I get. I don't know what Peter could have possibly done on April 15th that got their attention. I'll have to go back and watch it. Yeah. Randy says, YouTube took 6 months to tell you this. So are you removing that live show episode? Yeah. I don't know if removing it, because wouldn't they just say, you need to remove this video? We don't approve, or whatever. You broke our terms of service. You need to remove this video. And then life goes on. They didn't say that with the dinosaur video either. So, it is what it is. And Lewis is saying, very interesting, Peter. Yeah. And yes, it does take them forever to notify you on some things. I've had like really big creators that have been either shadow banned or banned, and they find out within 48 hours. So, but Peter has a lot. Well, on his live stream, he doesn't. I started saying he's got tons of subscribers, but not on the live. So, I don't know. Maybe the small fries, it takes them longer to get around to watching the videos. I don't know. Peter says, I looked, the show is gone, so I can't check to see what's up. Sorry about the words tonight. I forgot about the boss. Yeah. It's all good. But it's like one of those things where you could talk for an hour and he is not going to listen to anything you say until you say something bad. And then he's going to, ooh, Peter said a bad word. Yeah, you're over there playing your game. You're not even listening, but you hone in on that. And then you kind of got riled up and said two or three more, and he picked those up immediately. So I just turned you off. So it's all good. See, I don't really think he's listening to me either, but guess what? He's listening. That's just what kids do. So it's all good. No worries. So what else is going on, guys? That's been pretty much it for me. I did get a new bag, of course. I don't have it. I have it with me in the car, but it's not in the hotel room. I will be dropping the video tomorrow on that one. It's kind of cool. Let's put it this way. It was an unexpected pleasure because it's just a cheapy Amazon off-brand name, but I was surprised. So that'll be dropping tomorrow. And then this Wondered bag, it actually is kind of cool. Just because I've never had a bag that opened like that, and it does have tons of organization, but it was just the fact of how it opens. That's the whole reason I liked it. And it's Wandered, and Wandered seems to do good on the video thing, so we'll give that a shot. But that, I think, is pretty much that in the camera Sunday. That I have no idea when I'm going to be dropping a video because, well, with the Osmos, I can do it out in the rain. So that won't be a problem for the camera. Yeah. I'm really liking that Osmos. Peter says hi. Yeah. Totally spaced out. And that's okay. Hopefully, now he's got his volume turned down pretty low, but hopefully you guys can't hear him because Chris should be filtering all that out. You know, best laid plans, all that. Randy says Viltrox 85mm for the Nikon on April 14th. You would almost have to go watch the stream and see. Who knows? You know, maybe he said the Coco word too many times. I mean, who knows? I don't know. When you read their terms of service, it's like page after page after page. I didn't even read it all. I mean, they, excuse me, they sent me a copy, and they sent me it's something to do with the child, something. I mean, there's actually a thing, and if the video is child-centric, it has to be made for kids. So I even went in and changed that, and Peter and I made a new thumbnail for it, and it didn't help. It's still not out there. So I guess once it gets the axe, it's, you know, it's gone. Well, and that's fine because it's on a external hard drive. And so if my kids ever want to go back and look at this stuff, it's on there under YouTube, but it's also under family memories. So, which is where I put, like, the zoo video today. If I put them on YouTube, I also put kind of a different version on the family memory thing. So it's just a way for me to, instead of having a scrapbook, now I have videos, you know. Got it, is gone. Oh, so they completely took it off. Well, it would have been nice to know why. You know, did they give you like, you did this too many times, or like they told me, you know, there was a child in my video. Yes, there was. It was about Dinosaur World, which is for children, and I didn't put made for kids. So that was my fault. You know, I'll take that. Not a big deal. But if they don't give you a reason, How can they expect you to know what you did wrong? Yep. Don't hear a thing usually with Chris. Silent as lame. Okay, cool. That's good, because y'all probably don't want to hear Sonic the Hedgehog in the background. And he loves Sonic. But it's been a really fun trip. He's been a great little traveler. And he's had a couple of meltdowns, but I think it takes him a day or two to adjust and to get in the groove. And everybody he spends time with is so different that he keeps having to adjust, and then he gets used to being with that person, and then he has to readjust, and he gets used to being with that, and and so he's finally like when he gets like that, he quits eating pretty much, and so he finally started eating today, a little bit. He had a meltdown this morning, I think, but he ate a corn dog at the zoo. Woohoo! There's a reason he only weighs 36 pounds. So, Peter, you just need to move around more, and that would throw everything off, and then you wouldn't eat, and you'd lose your other 14 pounds. Right? There's a reason he only weighs 36 pounds. Peter says, I've gone on rant-type sections, so it may have been something medical or religious. It does say they removed it, and there is no reason given. Well, I would love to say, the whole freedom of speech thing, but YouTube is not like, it's their platform, and I guess they can remove it if they want to. I don't know. It would upset me, but only because tell me what I did wrong so I can fix it. Like, I'll take that video down, but tell me what I did wrong so I don't do more of it in the future, type thing. And now I know that if Lil Man is in the video, to curtail how much he's in the video. So, which is fine, because for YouTube, and then I'll just leave the longer version for the family memory file. So I'm perfectly okay with that. It didn't upset me at all. And most of my videos are not about him anyway. They're about bags. Lots and lots and lots of bags. Randy says, maybe you were bashing YouTube. I have heard other people bash YouTube, so I don't think they would take it down for that. But I have heard that you weren't supposed to talk about a certain affliction, and there was a video or two where he said the name quite freely. So, but it also says I can disagree and have it reviewed again. But you're right; they should have said what the problem was. Yeah, I don't like that where they don't tell you what you did wrong, because what if you do it again? And as many live streams as you have, to tell you that they're gonna, cancel you altogether? Really? For one video? That doesn't really sit well with me. So here's the thing though, did you save that? Because like my live streams, I don't save. So if they took one down, I wouldn't be able to watch it because I wouldn't have a clue what I did wrong. So if you have that, because I know you do record, go back and look at it, see what you did. I don't have a clue because I'm not up on their terms of service as good as I should be. If I'm working for these people, I need to be up on their terms of service. Can't tell you what was in it, Randy. It's totally gone with no trace of it. So for a while, you were backing up your lives even. So you might have that. I don't know. I don't know when you quit. I didn't know. I didn't know you did quit. So I quit quite a while ago. Only because I would go to edit a video, and the live stream took up so much space that if I had forgotten to move it, it would mess up the Mac. So I just quit recording them. So I just stream. But I thought you were doing both. So you might look and see if you have it. And I guess you could you could file a disagreement for review and ask them what was in it that you didn't like. It's on the old computer, which is where? Where is your old computer? Yeah, I would think you could, I don't know. It might take some digging, but I would think you could find it. Now, it'll be interesting if anybody else that does live streams gets that message. We pretty much, well, Lewis, if you get that message tomorrow, you'll have to let Peter know. Sorry, I bumped the desk. That is, so for this to work, the computer has to be up kind of at head level, right? Or close. I mean, you can adjust the screen some, but close. And so I have it on a cookie box. That's all I could come up with. In my head, what I was planning to do, you know, all hotels have like that dresser credenza thing. And I was planning on taking a drawer out and turning it upside down and putting it on top of the drawer because, you know, the drawers are usually about that high. Well, you can't take these drawers out. I tried, and they don't come out. So I had to improvise and get a cookie box that's about that tall. And it works fine until you bump the desk. And the desk is really flimsy. So, yeah, it's, you know, we're on a wing and a prayer here. But it's all good. But yeah, anybody that's well, Lewis, you just went remote, you know, so I think I'm like when you showed everybody what you were taking and everything, it seemed like you had more gear than what I have, because this is totally, aside from the lights, I have one cable. Now I do have the computer on the charger, just because I'm not familiar enough with this laptop yet to know how long it would last if it wasn't on the charger. So I do have it charging. But so I have that cable and the microphone cable, and then the hub, the what do you call it? A dongle, a hub, whatever it is, that everything's plugged into. So apparently somebody is getting restless. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah. I had a feeling I wouldn't make it an hour, but did I mention I want a cookie? Yeah. Yeah, he has said that several times, but he wouldn't eat his dinner. Come here. I can't help you if I can't see it.
Do to get shadow unlocked?
Well, yeah, I think you have to, I don't know. You have to do something, but I don't know what it is. So, I don't know how to play Sonic. What time are you starting the tour tomorrow? We are going to hit the road. We have to be out, I think, I'm going the wrong way. We have to be out, I think, by 11. So, we'll probably leave about between 10:30 and 11. They quit serving breakfast at 9, so we'll be up. But honestly, their breakfasts aren't really worth getting up early for, shall I say. The breakfast at the first hotel was amazing. That whole experience. We only stayed there one night, but that whole experience The room was excellent. The breakfast was excellent. I mean, it definitely got a 10 out of 10. It hit checked all the boxes. This one gets about a 5 out of 10. I mean, the bed's comfortable. So, I love the background music. Like the real background music or little man's background music. Yeah. The background music tonight is especially nice. Okay, so the real background music. Okay. Well, I had to start over from scratch with this one. So what I'm going to do when I get home is wipe everything out and start over from scratch, because I think I have too many overlays. I think the comments are probably coming up on the one at home, but I think I've got it so buried with overlays that you can't find them. And because I've started from scratch, this one only has this. It doesn't have any, it doesn't have all that other stuff. So, yeah, we'll see. But I think the other one is beyond my ability to repair it. I'm just going to have to wipe it and start over, which is okay. That's fine. And I don't even know what I got on here. I just was in a hurry. I had like 30 minutes and I just started clicking stuff. So probably none of these songs are the same ones that I usually use, but that's okay. We made it happen, right? That's the main thing. So, but I probably will get off here a little bit early because somebody's wanting my attention, and I guess I better go figure out how to play Sonic. I'm not really sure, but he wants to be Shadow, which is like so Sonic is blue, Shadow is black and red, I think. And apparently I'm Tails, which is a yellow rabbit. Go figure. But that's all right. We picked up some new plushies, and I think he's genuinely had a good time. So that's what it's all about. Now tomorrow we'll see, because it's a long I think it's 5.5 hours home. So it's a long car ride. But yeah. What is somebody used to call it, the peanut gallery is calling me. So guys, thank you all so much for coming in. And but I am going to kind of cut it short tonight, because this is my time with him, and I think he's been more than patient. So I'm pretty sure Chris is not filtering all of that out. So guys, I will see you next week. We'll be back where we're supposed to be, back in Oklahoma. And hopefully I will have had time to play with the new Osmo 4. And wasn't that pleasant?
I need some help going.
Oh, okay. Hang on just a second. All right. Love you guys. Yes, okay. Peter said something. Tonight would be the night to have a shorter show while on the road. Yes. Well, it's not just that. He hasn't had a nap. He did get up early. He hasn't eaten like he should today. So there's a whole lot of factors going on there. So I'm going to turn some lights out, give him some snuggle time, and he'll probably doze off pretty quickly.
Help me now. Say
Okay.
bye.
Say bye. Say bye. Now get up here so they can see you.
Bye.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Honey, can you help me go? Would you help me go?
Okay, so you have to buy these, and I don't think you have enough credits to do that. How many credits do you have? You have 14. Well, you've played it before. Daily tasks. There you go.